Hello guys and welcome back to another anime stand video. In my last video I was getting the new Christmas update units and we got the Silver Chariot Requiem and the Senku, the main unit of the updates. But is he actually a main unit of the updates? For me it's kinda questionable, as in this video we're gonna get the rest of the units from the new Christmas update, and believe me guys, they are kinda insane. Some of the units are even crazier than Senku. So before continuing, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's start right away. I already have Natsu with glitched and all-seeing technique. I want to admit that. An insane trait, to be honest. We'll probably evolve Asta to get a Devil and Spirit's Onion Dive unit, but I don't have the Yuki. I don't have her, which is kinda insane. I have also bought some of the capsules, so we might get Yuki now, but still, oh my god, she's 0.2%. Oh, I know why I didn't get her. I'm selling the Celestial units, yeah, and she's Celestial. Nah, she's a Mythic unit. Oh my god. Okay, so now let's open. Now we need to get Yuki. Please, give me Yuki. I'm begging you. And we're not like getting any of the units, so we need to play the stage, the new game modes. Or maybe I have the snowflakes. Yeah, I do. 52 of the capsules. Maybe we'll get lucky. Please, game, just give me this unit. I don't want to play the stage. No, I need to play the stage. Okay, but I have already bought all of the Ever materials, as I was macroing the new game mode with all curses possible on the Purgatory stage again. If you want to know how to macro these, go and check my video about it. But now what we will do, like, there is like probably nothing to do except of only playing this new stage, right? So all we want to do is just play it. That's it. I already have glitched on our Asta, and I don't think that they will be like meta insane for 100 updates, so we'll not roll the double glitch on them. And what do we need? We need to roll on the Kisuke Urahara, whatever his name is. I was watching Bleach so long ago. Let's do 3 rolls just for fun. Maybe we'll get super lucky. We did not. So now we are again using the glitch pity potion and going for the PT to get the double technique. If we'll get the glitch before the PT, I will keep it. If the unit will be insane and broken, only that will go and roll the double technique on him. Oh, we got the glitch without a PT, so yeah, we are done. Now again, all we need to do is just to get the Yuko, and we'll be done. So now let's evolve the units that we have. Let's evolve the Kisuke Urahara. Again, whatever the name of the unit is, I don't know. What is this model though? Like, the Bankai of Kisuke Urahara, like, it looks like this, but why is so poorly made? What is this? Whatever. Let's check the cosmetic, and you're not getting the Bankai behind you, my lord. Okay, we have already evolved the Silver Chariot, so now let's evolve Natsu Dragneel, or whatever. Like, I don't remember the name of the unit, and I don't know how he's called in English. His cosmetic will be probably S. I guess only aura will be good. Yeah, I mean, it's not S, it's just about the pose. If I'll, for example, get the pose from Makima, it will be way better. Now we only need to evolve Asta. I will keep the Yuno, as Yuno is somehow still usable. Asta is useless, so let's click evolve, and let's evolve Asta with a dual unit Devil and Spirit's Onion Dive, and Asta and Yuno. Let's go. Let's check the cosmetic. It's better be bossing. And oh yeah, this is good. This looks super good. Oh my god, you can do so many combos with this. A little cosmetic combo. But in this video, let's try to use an aura of the Sanjinwu, and I mean, it's not looking that good, to be honest. I thought it would be way better. Sukuna aura though. This is cool, but not it. This is Dante aura. Looks cool, but it's super like flashy. And I'll probably stop on the Itadoki shrine. Let's use his aura. Look at this. Now we are looking cool. Now let's get a pose of Meliodas, for example, and look at us. Maybe Ichigo Kai pose will be better. Maybe Chihori. I'll probably stay with the Ichigo. So yeah, kinda cool cosmetic. Now let's finally get the last unit of today's video. So I have macroed the stage for a bit. I mean, I've tried to macro the stage as I was macroing on the laptop, and eventually what I was seeing is this. I was just getting kicked out to the lobby every single time. But hey, let's check how much of the snowflakes we got, and it's 600k. Kinda good amount. So yo, that's not bad for sure. So now let's probably buy 50 of the Christmas capsules and let's open them. Let's hope that we'll get Yuki. Nice, we got it. We got spoiled by the quest. So let's see, and maybe shiny Senku. Boom, nah, we're only getting Yuki. The model is kinda good, to be honest. The model is kinda good. Let's right away walk on her stats. As far as I know, Yuki is kinda good. So we want to make her triple S, obviously. I mean, we are not making her triple S because she is good. I'm making every single character triple S, so yeah. She is also a case. Nice. Now let's go for the units and click evolve. Boom. We're rolling her for the Yuki unrestricted mass. Oh my god, holy aura, holy aura. Look at this aura. It's a purple pixelized aura. Oh my god. Asta, I'm sorry, but I don't want to use you. Let's pick the shiny Astolfo. Click all. Now let's go for the Yuki and let's use her aura. Oh yeah. Now let's go for the twins, the devil twins, and get the clothes. And now we are looking like this. I mean, nothing crazy, to be honest. The aura seems to be too big, I'm not gonna lie, but kinda cool feat actually. When they will add the last scene loadouts, I don't know, but I'll probably stay with an Asta combo. So yeah, now we just need to get the glorious and Yuki. Should we go for mystical again? I don't know. I don't have much of the ancients, even though I have bunch of dusk pearls, but I want to keep them, as we might get like a new godly or something, and I want to make a new godly mystical 100%. Okay, we're getting glorious. We're gonna stay with the glorious. Now, as usual, glitch pity potion, selecting the units, auto traits, and let's wait till we get the PT. Let's see what we'll get. Boom. Wow, an animation! It exists! I can't believe this. This is staged 100%. And we're getting started 3. An insane damage boost. But okay, whatever. Doesn't matter much as now our team is ready to be showcased and dominate the entire animal stand. Also, yeah, please mind that they all have like 0 kills. They don't have a skill tree. Okay, we're here at the infinite mode and we'll start the showcase of the Natsu Drugnil. Is he called Natsu? I don't remember. I watched Fairy Tail when I was a child, probably, like it was a decade ago. Maybe I watched it when you were not even born, but probably not. Still, Natsu may seem like the worst unit from the update. On placement, he has this damage, horrendously long SPA, and what's most importantly, he does not have a passive. This unit does not have a passive on placement. This is an Evo. This is an Evo version of the unit, which might sound insane, but when we'll spend 2k, now 7k in total, now around 20k in total, and when we'll spend 50k of the cash, we'll get 2 passives. Natsu will become full OE with almost a billion damage, but 16 seconds SPA. My lord. Still, he'll gain 2 passives. All in all, the first passive, every 45 seconds, he can consume almost like all dots in the entire game. The burn type and electric type. That's almost all dots, except for like poison, I don't know, detonation, you got me. He instantly detonates them and gains them for the next 5 attacks. And when he do this 5 times, he gains it permanently. Obviously, it will take kinda a while to do so. And in the stages when we are like one-shotting an enemies, you know, we like can't keep them with dots forever. It will be super hard to consume this. So yeah, this passive is kinda ass, I'm not gonna lie. Next goes the dragon power. He just buffs dot like insane. He gains the damage for every single dot he has. This unit also has a perfect dot application, and enemies are taking an additional dot damage with an amount of dots this unit has multiplied by 10, sadly, percent. And this thing can stack up 1 to 1000. This makes it insane. So if you will try to kill the boss while having all of the bones possible, unstoppable. These units will stack the burn like crazy. These units want to have that damage skill tree 1,000,000,000%, as he has an insanely long HPA, which is good, but still it's better to have like a shorter one. But if it was like a unit which was released 2 months ago, this will be a meta broken, insane OP unit. He's not, okay? The units which we'll showcase later on, they are gonna power creep him like insane. But now let's just upgrade him. He is kinda expensive, but for new units he's absurdly cheap. This is his final DPS and the damage, looking kinda tasty, I'm not gonna lie. And this is his ability, which you want just to auto toggle, and that's it. Unit is good, don't mind me. He like probably even solos Benimaru. Yeah, Benimaru was extreme boosted, how much, like couple of upgrades before this, and he's already power creeped by the Natsu. But I mean, again, Natsu is not that crazy. Now let's showcase the Asta and Yuno combo dual unit. Probably new meta starter, like we had Johnny before, now it's Asta and the Yuno. The unit is cheap, he has pressure effects on placement and hemorrhage, but later on he's changing it for the wine cheer, and he was also getting negation and other status effects with the stacks of the rivalry. As you can see, I was not upgrading the unit, but the unit is boosting himself by himself. How is it happening? Let's check his passives. He has bunch of them on placement, it's not a Natsu. Firstly, we have the magic duo. All in all, this is a duo unit just in one unit. So you see a cone and then a circle. The cone is an Asta attack, a circle is a Yuno attack. When a cone attack is going on, we can see that we have the hemorrhage. When the circle attack is going on, we can see that we have a wine cheer. And when the unit is getting stunned, he's cleansing the stun, so this unit can be stunned. And he also deals 25 fixed damage in the range, implying this thing. Then he has the Gale Force. Whenever the wine cheer is applied to an enemy, he deals this damage in range. Apply bleed of this multiplier, and each time this procs, he permanently increased his passive's damage multiplier by plus 0.5x, okay, which is kinda insane. Then he's getting the Dweller and Slayer thing. Every 60 seconds he swapped the weapons, so when he has the Dweller every 7 seconds, he stole all damage dealt for blah blah blah, he just doing damage, Slayer doing damage, and he also gains negation and restrict. This unit has zones, enemies within range take increased damage and slowed and take tick damage based on distance from this unit. So when the enemies are standing in our unit, they're taking 50% more damage, they're slowed by 15%, etc. And as you can see, our duo is standing right at the spawn of the enemies. You can't place the units over here, and as you can see, they just moved. So yeah, they can teleport. How? We're gonna check right now. Before this, we have the rivalry passive. For each effect type this unit applies, he gains a stack granting buffs. This is this bar, which we can see at the top of the UI. At 250 stacks, he's getting an active, the Union and Dive. We can change between the modes. We can get the Devil Destruction Sword and the Stargate. But now we don't need to pick it, as when we are reaching 600 stacks, both of those modes becomes active, and he is getting these buffs per stack. So now we have two passives from those two modes. The first attacks against any enemy will deal 10% max health damage. Attacks deal 0.5 max health drain with 1 trillion cap. And attacking boss during its attack, wind up will negate the attack. And a Stargate, every 10 attacks, this unit teleports to weakest enemy, dealing 10x damage in the range and applying blah 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 blah. So this is probably literally the best starter in the entire game. Maybe Johnny is still better. I don't think that Johnny is still better. Like, look at this dude. I have not upgraded him yet. The enemies have almost billion health, and he's just one-shotting them. Like, he's not feeling them. I mean, sometimes he's not one-shotting them, but you got me. The enemies are vaporizing like insane. Now let's finally upgrade the unit. It's not the end. This unit has more. This is his second upgrade, third, fourth, fifth. I mean, this is the fourth. Now he's getting an ability called Zotan. He deals 50% total damage map-wide. Enemies take 5% of the max health damage upon spawning from now on. So it's not at 10% from the Devil Destruction Sword, but it's now at 15% if I'll use this. So for example, let's enable the ability effects. Maybe it has an animation. Let's check. The unit dealt almost like 500 billion, so this will be 250 billion damage. Boom. It does not have animation, sadly. But now let's continue to upgrade the unit. This unit is expensive. It's way more expensive than the Natsu, but the damage of the unit is good. I don't know if you actually want to upgrade him, like, he's good, but he is more of a starter, you know? His damage is not that absurd. but still the damage is very good. A very solid unit, even with a comparison with other units which gonna showcase now. And I'm talking about Yuki. And Yuki, my lord guys, Yuki is kinda insane. So on placement, she has this damage which is kinda high, but she has 9-second SPA. Obviously like 0 skill tree, but still. And now it might seem like, oh no, we're gonna lose. But let's go for the Celestial Rage. Let's use an asteroid and oh, the enemies are not dead as yeah, it's kinda high wave now. As you can see, she has the mass bar at the top of her head and she has a slow effect, which is kinda good to be honest. She's a hybrid on placement and she has 2 abilities. There is a bunch of text. We are not gonna read this. Let's just open the menu and as you can see, every ability costs us different amounts of mass. So we can, for example, afford Jupiter but can afford the Terra. While I was yapping, we almost filled the bar. How we did this? We did this because of the only one pass of this unit, luckily, a ritual mass. We're getting the mass every second and we're getting 5 masses every second. When an ally using an active in range, we're getting 100 mass over 10 seconds. This is good when you are like spamming an idle and that's it. But if the unit is stunned, we instantly cleanse the stun and getting 300 mass over 20 seconds. So we can use the units which stun this unit to get the mass, or we can go for the game modes which stun this unit. And we are gonna go and beat the hell out of the true spiral with the Yuki. Before this, I need to show you how her insane black hole ability works. To use this ability, we need to use all of the mini abilities at least once. So let's use Terra, let's use Jupiter, now let's use the asteroid. Now we can use this, but we still need to get 5000 mass. Also, yeah, I forgot, you can put these units attack type with an on to get plus 25 mass per second. When we're activating the black hole, she's rapidly increasing the damage by 2% every second, but every second she's doubling the buff gain per second. Yes, this thing will go in geometrical progression. So now let's test the Yuki at the anti-spiral stage, the stage where we want to evolve our godly Simon. I ended up creating this team, so we actually want to start with the Yuki as she is a good damage dealer. Let's put her for the none so we can use the abilities with our Celestial Rage. And now let's put her to the first and let's for example use the mass ability. Boom, and she easily annihilates the enemies. Now let's use the Senku. Let's put him for the cash mode. Now we'll get a bunch of cash and now yeah, we'll just use the ability. Let's use mass again so we'll kill the enemies. Let's go. We have tons of cash now. Even though our Senku and all the units are getting stunned, Yuki is cleansing a stun. She can be stunned and we're getting value out of those stuns. So now let's use the mass. Is a very good ability, very good rage. And yeah, we have fully maxed the farms. All we want to do, we'll probably fully max the Senku, but nah, it cost us 1 million cash, my lord. But now we'll just fully max our Yuko and all we need to do is just to use all of the abilities which we can, spend all of the math we have. And yeah, now let's use Garoda. Now let's use mass. Nice, we used it. Let's try to use the ability. So it's time. Let's use the black hole. Now she will multiply the buff which she is getting. I guess Simon can help her with that. Simon has a little ability which makes all buffs like 25 times stronger, but now her damage is already looking kinda good. Can we use the abilities while she's in this thing? Yeah, we can. Okay, let's just spam with the Terra. Wait. Oh my god, let's spam with the Terra. Look at the boss health. And to be honest, it's not going down. I don't know why. So even though she had like how much? 200 trillion damage per one hit, she was not able to kill the boss? Huh? How is it possible? Okay, so with the Soul of Efficiency and Midas, we can upgrade our Senku for the last upgrade on the wave 3, which is actually kinda good. Let's use the wealth right away. Nice. So on the wave 4, we will already get like an insane amount of cash. Look at this, 4 million from Idol and 4 million from Bulma. Let's go. So on the wave 4, we'll be able to fully max the Yuki. Now let's fully max the Simon, and we're ready to use the Super Tenga Top and Gurren Lagann. Let's go. Before that, we'll wait for another wave, so we'll have like bunch of cash, and then we'll use the black hole of our Yuki. Now let's put her for the none, so we'll have enough mass to use the black hole. So now let's wait. Nice. Now we can use the black hole. We're waiting for the next wave, and we'll upgrade our Simon. Nice. Now let's put the game speed for 1x. Let's use an ability on our Simon. Now let's 3x it, as his ability takes like too long to go through. When we will use it, we'll put the 1x game speed. Nice. Let's put it so the boss will not like die instantly. We can fully max Simon. Okay, let's use the black hole. Let's use the black hole on the Yuki. Let's auto the Celestial Rage. And the boss will die just because of the Simon. Like, look at the damage. You can see the boss health at the top. And the yeah, Simon just annihilates her. Okay. So, yeah, Yuki is not that insane, but with the help of the Senku, you can beat the stage in like less than 5 minutes with the Simon. So Yuki, she is cool, but she is not that insane, to be honest. So now it's time to show you why this video is called "This Team Broke My Game" or something like this. Now we're actually gonna break the game by using this team. Obviously, we'll break the game by using the Shady Scientist or the Kisuke Urahara. Why do we want to get this team? Firstly, Sukuna reduces the ability cooldowns by 20%, which will help us. Ladies Man, obviously, our units will attack with 1 second cooldown, and Makima will increase the range of our units like insane. And Shady Scientist will break the game. Let's give him the Soul of Requiem, as he can get it, as he's a perfect seal. If you don't have the Soul of Requiem, just give him the Soul of Rapid Recovery, it doesn't matter much. Makima also doesn't matter. Let's give like the Soul of Intimidation. And I'm taking Bulma with the Soul of Gifting. If you don't have Soul of Gifting, you can take an Idol with a regular soul. Let's go for the Christmas events, game modes, infinite modes, purgatory modes, all of the curses. We'll just annihilate this mode now, okay? So we are in. What we want to do? We want to start the game, place Bulma over here, and everything will be very simple. We just need to start. We want to wait. We'll now upgrade Bulma for like a couple of the upgrades. After the wave 3, we will start to place units. So let's place Simon, let's place 2 Ladies Man, let's fully max the Bulma. Now let's start to max out the Simon, and yeah, that's it. Now let's just place the rest of the units, and now let's place our Urahara, Kisuke Urahara. Now let's stop to upgrade Simon. Let's use the Super Tenga Top and Gurren Lagann. Now let's start to fully max our Makima, so she will increase the range of our Shady Scientist. And now what we want to do, just to get the best result, to get all of the Crimson Energy to boost the damage of our Urahara, let's use all of the Kira abilities, and the unit stun. Okay, let's use all of the status effects. Let's get them. Now let's go for the healing menu, and let's pick the 5 support cover. Now let's full max our Kisuke. Let's use the Bankai. Now let's go back, disable this passive. Now let's use the reversal demon. Let's go for the biting menu. Let's use the restrain. Actually, you don't need to do this. I'm just doing this for the best like result, for the best profit. So now when we go for the expanded knowledge, we can already use the unbreakable. Now we can already use the Blaze Mastery, we can already use the Bolt Mastery, we can already use the Plasma Mastery, so let's disable all of those status effects. Now let's go for the Kido, let's activate all of those passives, which we can possibly activate. Now let's also use the ability, the Bankai, let's go for the Expanded Knowledge, and complete the Guardian. Now we just need to, we need to stun, walk back the units, and yeah, that's kinda it. So now let's set all the targetings for the none, so our Kisuke Urahara can walk back the enemies. Let's go for the Kido. Let's see. Yeah, the walk back is activated. Now we're just getting the enemies, so our Kisuke can walk back them, and they are dying. Oh my god, they are dying even though we're not attacking. That's insane. But now we're done with the walkbacks, and we're done with the stun. Let's go. Now we have all of the Crimson Energy. This is just a try to get a perfect run, you know? You don't need to do all of this. Like, literally, you don't need to do all of this. You can easily break the game from the start of the waves. Now let our units attack. Please, can I do this? Why? Oh my god, what is going on? I lost! As I was not able to set my units to attack. My lord, this mode is so laggy. What is going on? Can I retry this stage? Thank you. Okay. Now let's just use all of the status effects as we'll deal more damage with them. So why not? Let's also use the permanently slow all of the enemies, as again, why not? And now let's use the time ability on our Bulma. Now let's start to fully max the Simon and Makima both together. And all we need to do is just use an auto ability on the Bankai of Kisuke Urahara. And now because we are starting the enemies, Kisuke is getting their damage. So Kisuke will be able to get Simon's trillions and trillions of damage. And I don't know why, but Simon and other units will also be able to get the damage which Shady Scientist is getting from his Bankai. So then they will have their damage boosted, and then Shady Scientist with his ability will steal their boosted damage. With this, he will boost their damage even more, and this is like a repeatable cycle, you know. So now our Shady Scientist already have 13.5 trillion damage. Now he will use his ability again. He will have even more damage, and we will see how much damage our Shady Scientist will get. Okay, we're at the wave 562, and I have literally crushed the game. I was not expecting to see this. This is my record, to be honest, and as you can see, the units here have an infinite health. Look at this. They have none to infinite health. They just can't die. But Kisuke Urahara is saying who decided that? And he is killing the enemies. So we are able to kill an infinite amount of health enemy, which proves that Animal Stand does not have an infinite parameter in the game. The infinite is just a very, very, very high number. Maybe something like this. And the most interesting part, Kisuke Urahara is not who is dealing the most damage. One of the ladies man is. Even though Kisuke Urahara is at E plus 88% of the damage, he is dealing E plus 31 damage, when the ladies man is doing E plus 86 of the damage. So yeah, the game literally broke. So yeah, we have successfully broke the game. Congrats. Now I need to go and edit all of this shit.